tired.
Welcome to the Nerdington Post. We're excited for America's pastime. I'm not gonna.
I feel like you might.
I might.
I mean, all the years of pent up anger you probably have
I've
towards me.
accidentally hit people in the head before, but yeah, we're welcome to the Nerdington Post, America's podcast where we support America's pastime. I'm Walter.
I'm Senpai.
Yes. I'm Will.
You already said that, but yeah, go Mets.
Go Red Sox.
Sports.
We have the sad, terrible news today.
For them, it's sad.
I'm sad.
Guilty Gear Strive delayed from April to June 11th, which I think is a good thing.
Months.
It's a good thing, but it is like on the same week as the Final Fantasy VII Resurgence, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So you're gonna be fine.
I'll be fine because I don't care about video. I can play Final Fantasy VII.
I'm gonna suffer. I'm gonna suffer a little bit.
But did you? We both played the open beta. Did you fill out the survey that came out recently?
No, I meant to do it and then I didn't.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure this delay, it definitely has to do with the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely has to do with everybody thinking the lobbies suck.
I think what I hope is gonna happen. We're just gonna get a. God, I forgot which fighting game it is, but just literally you go into rank and you just first you with the next person that's good for rank. You don't actually enter a lobby and you just match after match after match. What I think is gonna happen is we're gonna revert back to Guilty Gear XR
fighters kind of lobby.
Well, where you have your I think it's gonna be more like XR where you have your your arcade and then everybody takes a turn to get into the arcade. I think that's what's gonna happen.
So that's like, why don't they just, I play Warzone. You just you click on the thing and that puts you in a match.
Yeah.
Why the fuck can't it just do that?
That's such an American mindset.
Yeah, the easy
way. Yeah, the easy way.
Like, Guilty Gear Strive is, once you get into a match, it's the smoothest online play in a fighting game ever.
It was hard,
but getting into the match
is a pain. It is hard. I decided to go back to Fighters for a little bit. It is so hard to go back to any other fighting game. Like, that was such a blast, and I think I literally spent my whole Sunday just playing rank, just playing nonstop. It was great. On the upside, they released gameplay for Ino and Enjimito, and they both look like bullshit again, so that makes me kind of happy.
And it's gonna be some great bullshit blazing.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yes, but the I'm using the smaller end.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
I do love how we said we were going to start with what we're playing, and now we're already into the news.
Oh, we did start. Okay, yeah.
We'll do it at the end.
All right.
We'll do it.
I didn't see a note about it.
We were lamenting first. But,
yeah. You guys needed your moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because we have been playing it, so that is something we played. You've been playing some hot new shit because you just got
a PlayStation 5.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. $800 later.
Yeah.
But, so I got my PlayStation yesterday. It came with Miles Morales and then the remastered version of the first Spider-Man game. Nice. Which, honestly, like, the way to play Spider-Man, Miles Morales, or the first one is at 60 frames per second because it looks so smooth. Mm-hmm. It looks gorgeous. I'm loving the PlayStation 5 so far. And Astro's Playroom. Mm-hmm. That lets you, like, test the... Oh, it's so cool. Mm-hmm. But here's my thing. I hope they don't do what Nintendo did and was like, oh, we got this cool, fancy controller and never utilize it.
They never do.
Those features are...
So I hope PlayStation actually is like, hey, here's this $70, $80 controller. We're going to utilize it.
Well, I feel like it's just going to be all first-party stuff. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just going to utilize it.
But
if they toss more money to Kojima, I'm sure we'll see something cool.
Of course, yeah. But it's cool. Like, the PlayStation 5, it's cool.
Oh, my God. Okay, keep going. I have an idea.
I will say it is weird going from Xbox because they have quick resume, so you can just jump back into a game. But I don't know if they modified, like, any loading speeds, because so far I've noticed that loading speeds are still kind of the same. But then again, I've only played 2 games, so, I mean, it's early. But no, it's awesome. I'm the proud owner of a Xbox Series X, a Switch, and a PlayStation 5. So I'm gonna have too much shit to play.
Yeah.
And soon, a Switch Pro, which is still in the rumor mill.
I won't talk about it. Well, it's only gonna be rumor. It's only gonna be slightly bigger.
7 inches.
7 inch OLED screen and 4K output
docked.
when docked.
So that's cool, I guess. I mean, as long as I can still play Switch games on the old one, which obviously you never know with Nintendo because they're the most anti-consumer company ever.
They've done it with their handhelds, where it's like this is only good for the new 3DS XL. So
we'll see.
There was only 2 games though. Minecraft and Xenoblade Chronicles were new 3DS.
No, Fire Emblem Heroes, which nobody cares about, but still, that was one of those games.
If you're like a Nintendo fan, it's a big deal.
I thought that wasn't exclusive. It just ran noticeably worse on the not new.
It's the tag says only for brand new. It's annoying. It's very annoying whenever I have to explain it to people.
So if it's true, Nintendo, I'll probably wait on it just because I have a Switch. I have a Switch, so I'll probably wait on it.
I'll probably won't pick it up. I'm actually thinking of picking up a Lite again. Because I have both of them, I double dip, and then I wasn't using my Lite, and then I'm playing my Switch again. I'm just like, man, I miss my Lite.
I didn't mind the Lite. I like the Lite.
I might triple dip.
The Lite was okay, but then I was like, I kind of want to play docked. And
the thing is like, unless it's an actual game, I exclusively
like Zelda.
play Switch. No, not even Zelda.
Zelda.
Well, like Zelda felt good, and like Dragon Dogs might feel good, but like whenever I'm playing Astral Chain, I need to have it docked.
Oh, okay.
Or for Monster Hunter coming out, I want to have it docked.
Yeah, exactly.
But everything else, I exclusively play my Switch handheld, and the normal Switch fucking sucks for platformers because you don't have a D-pad.
Right.
So
I do like the D-pad on those Switch Lite. Yeah. It's like a true D-pad.
I'm gonna shut this off.
It's something that I pretty much played exclusively handheld, except for when I was playing Bayonetta 3, I had to play dock to beat the secret boss.
Bayonetta 3, when did that come out, man?
Oh, 2. Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, we've been waiting on
I
3.
wish Bayonetta 3. But yeah, 2 to beat Rodan. I'm like, okay, I need that extra those extra frames to make these dodges. Where,
that's fair.
He's having a great time with Miles Morales in 60. I needed the more stable frame rate to beat Bayonetta 2.
In 60.
If you're an idiot who thinks frame rate doesn't matter, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Play Miles Morales or the Spider-Man game on 60 frames per second. You will see it feels like a whole new game. It's crazy.
Do you ever play Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh, I love that game.
Okay, play it on the PlayStation 5. It feels like a completely different game.
Really?
Yeah, it feels fucking nuts.
All right, I'll get it.
And
I love that game.
Download God of War again.
Oh, do they have enhancements for? Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Great game.
Shut up, Pablo.
Lately,
no, it is.
I know.
It's just not top 3 material.
Shut up.
I mean, the story is very like been there, done that, but it's just done really well.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful.
I love the combat. I will give you.
Yeah, I love the combat too. But we're getting off track.
Yeah.
So that's what we're playing. They play Guilty Gear, and I played my brand new PS5.
Oh, I've been playing Bravely Default.
Because I'm a 1%er. Yeah. Just kidding.
We support the 1%. What about Sea of Thieves, man?
No, I haven't played that much. I've been going, before I get the PlayStation, I've been playing more. I was playing.
Did you get the Booty Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
It was
a waste of $10. I kind of started at 7 again just because I just want to gear up for Resident Evil Village.
Okay, nice.
And then I'm again balls deep in Breath of the Wild. But this time, like, my goal is...
Are you going to try to 100% it?
Minus the Korok seeds. Because I'm not finding 999 Korok seeds.
You don't want that golden shit?
I don't want the golden shit. As soon as I saw, like, I think it was, like, IGN or Polygon posted, like, what you get when you get all nine, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't care. I don't care if that... I love Zelda. It's my favorite game franchise of all time. I don't love it that much.
Do you have the DLC?
Yes.
Oh, you gonna get that motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super worth it.
Yeah.
Super worth it.
But speaking of Nintendo...
Oh, hold on.
Wait, what?
Let's get into what he's been playing.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, no worries.
You guys said Guilty Gear.
Yeah, but that was like...
That was part of news, whatever. I've been playing buttload of Bravely Default.
How is it?
You grinding away?
So no, actually,
less grinding.
I just not just as much grinding. I'll get into it. I'll get into it in a little bit. So, I'm loving it so far. They took a bunch of like quality of life things, which I thought it's kind of weird. They took away so many quality of life things and replaced them with other ones. So it's a little bit of a mixture when it comes to mindless grinding. But I like the story so far. I like the characters. I like the job selection so far. Nice. What I really like so far though is that they made it easy to grind because you get overall characters now. Mm-hmm. So it used to be where you just spam these 2 abilities to get ability points nonstop, and so whenever you go to sleep, whenever you go to bed, you have your 3DS just do everything for yourself. Right. So since you have overall characters now, you actually once you get to a certain level, they get scared and they run away from you. You run them up in a corner, and you get like 5 or 6 of them motherfuckers in one corner. You get consecutive battles that multiply all your experience points, money, and your ability points. Huh. So you get the ×3 multiplier plus the other abilities. You literally can grind up a job from level 1 to 12 like 20 minutes, which is great. Shit. And then you can do like crazy shit. I just beat 2 bosses before I got here, and I'm excited to go back and get them. So far, the highlights have been Dragoon and Red Mage.
I was just about to ask you, what are the best jobs? Those are money jobs in my book.
So Red Mage, so far, is my favorite version of Red Mage because they gave it exclusive spells. Instead of giving you percentage health, they give you like flat 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 for healing. And they're the main source of magic, wind and earth spells. But once you level up, so you have an innate ability. So it's like, you have this job, you just have this innate ability. Once you level up all the way, you get a second innate ability that you can only have when you have the jobs equipped. Red Mages is double spell, which also goes for healing. So you get 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, and they're completely free. And Dragoon just feels good because they added a new stat in the game which is weight. The more weight you have, the less. There's no longer turn-based. They base it off of your speed now. So
okay, I love that sort of system.
That's cool.
They base it off your speed now. So the faster you are, the more turns you get. But the thing is, your equipment also have weight. So the more weight you have, it cuts away from your speed. So you just have to like manage that. Dragoon, they made it really well because the main thing about Dragoon is jump. It's jump, right?
Right.
Jump takes 2 to 3 turns to actually go down. The heavier you are, the faster it goes. But Dragoon is a speedy jump to go with, so it's like a nice balance, and it's so far so fun. I'm enjoying it. As soon as we're done with this, I'm probably going to go back and keep playing it.
Nice. But you're not playing something I've been playing here and there, Persona 5 Strikers?
No.
Yeah, that's right, that came out.
It's the weebiest weeb shit, man.
Yeah, I've just...
Muso! You love Muso, right?
I love Muso. I love Persona. I'm just sick of Persona.
Oh, but it feels like you're visiting old friends when you play Strikers. It's because with a Persona game, you have like a big cast, and it takes a while.
I know Persona 5 was my first ever Persona game, and I was like, I got it on sale. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, and I like it. Yeah. It was a fun game. It was awesome.
Yeah, just with Persona 5 Strikers, it's weird because it's a hack and slash spinoff.
It's a
Bayonetta hack and slash, or what do you mean?
Dynasty Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors.
So kind of like how Age of Calamity is.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Exactly. But it feels good because you get the entire crew right at the start of the game.
Okay.
Oh,
it
really?
feels good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's just the whole premise is like, hey, we're going on a summer road trip. By the way, we have to solve these supernatural mysteries. For reasons.
So it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. Persona. They're in an RV traveling to different places in Japan.
Yeah, it's Scooby-Doo, but
it's
Persona.
It's a great setup.
So have you only played Persona 5, right?
Yeah.
Persona 4 is literally just Scooby-Doo.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like, hey, we have this mysteries. There's like some shit going on in our town. Let's solve those issues.
Yeah, it feels good. Then the way they also... they change up the Muso formula by incorporating a ton of Persona Shin Megami Tensei RPG mechanics.
Okay.
So
How do they do like spells, weaknesses, and all that fun stuff?
you hold down R1 and it pauses, and then you could select your magic from a menu.
Oh, okay.
And then you could use the
It's kind of cool.
spells to enact the weaknesses. And then once they're weakened, you can use an all-out attack, which does a lot of AoE damage.
I like that.
And another thing about what that changes up the Muso combat, they make the different combos more useful. You know, you have different button inputs and they do different things.
Yeah, but then
But
you
it
just find
doesn't
the one
really-
combo. And
Doesn't
that's it.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, with the different button inputs, like they'll finish each combo with a different spell.
Okay.
So like, I have a bunch of enemies that are weak to this type. Let me switch to the guy with ice abilities, and then use the square, 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 triangle, and then that combo finishes with the elemental attack. That way, I could use the elemental weakness without having to use SP.
Okay.
And then like different combos will
Wait.
end with a debuff, so you could debuff enemies for free without using SP. It makes different combos actually useful.
Well,
in
first
Dynasty
of all,
Warriors game.
and I'm curious. You mentioned buffs and debuffs.
Yeah.
Which.
It's not as important as
Okay. Good.
Persona because
Yeah.
you know, like
But
Persona,
then SP, do you have an SP pod?
Yeah. You have SP.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
into it.
'cause-
I'm into it, but
Because the way it works is you have when you use the magic from a spell, it has a larger AoE and does more damage than if you use the magic as a combo finisher.
okay.
So it'll weaken them faster for an all-out attack. Like it'll weaken mini bosses and bosses faster for an all-out attack if you're using the spell form rather than. But then you lose SP, and usually I save SP for healing my guys.
That's an interesting balance.
Yeah, and it has the same importance on SP as Persona, or as a Persona game.
Megami Tensei games.
Yeah,
Cool.
so like, oh fuck, I am out of SP. I am in trouble. I am shit out of luck, and so I've been playing that. I've been chipping away at that. I'm gonna play a lot more of it because I just finished. You know, the big ham I've been chipping away at Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, you
baby.
finished it?
Nice.
Nice.
I beat through the entire main story quest that's available for now. There should be one more big patch to ramp up to the next big expansion. Yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good. Just getting through that story.
I will get through it when I get through it.
Yeah. Something about playing an MMO, though, I've been playing catch up. I've been going through years old content.
Right.
And I never had to go through the treadmill of an MMO, of like grinding for equipment. But playing the most recent content, that's where I'm at.
Right.
Just like, fuck! I just want to go through story, but then it's like, well, you're at endgame, so if you want to go through this story, your item level needs to be at this.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck, you're gonna make me grind for equipment just so I can get
Yep.
more story quests, and then you do that, and then like, all right, I can't wait for the next chapter. Well, get back to grinding, son. Like, fuck you, MMOs. I'm loving Final Fantasy 14.
See, that's why I don't
Yeah.
want to play Final Fantasy
Oh,
14 yet, because I know if I get I love Final Fantasy, so there's a good chance I want to get sucked into it and hooked on it, and I just don't got time like that right now.
No, it's time
That's,
consuming.
that's what happened to me, and then the only thing that took me away from the real Final Fantasy game was a Final Fantasy light game.
Because I'm worried that April's next month, and I have 3 games pre-ordered for April. Deathloop, Village.
Deathloop is May.
Village comes out in May.
Is it May?
These are all
Yeah.
May. Deathloop and you're kosher, man.
Yeah, you're kosher.
Oh, okay, so I only have, I think,
Returnal.
Biomutant's May.
No, right?
April? Is that April?
I thought it was
I think I
July.
might have my months mixed
Okay.
up. No, it is May.
They change it all the time anyway.
So it's May. So May is going to be busy.
Yeah.
May is going to be busy.
Yeah.
Deathloop's April, right?
Deathloop's May.
So
Yeah.
my May is going to be busy.
Yeah.
The only
With-
thing you have to worry about in April is Returnal and MLB if you give a shit.
I want to see more of Returnal first.
I'm picking it up just because I just need something on the PS5.
And that's why I might end up picking it up.
It looks fun.
I mean,
solid shooting.
it looks like it has Vanquish movement, which I'm into it. But like I said, I'm literally picking you up on a necessity,
Right.
and that's it. Like if they were to remaster like a PS4 game or PS5 draft with some minor tweaks here and there, I'd probably pick that up over Returnal.
Same.
Your goatee of last year, Yakuza 7, is on
Yeah.
PS5 now. Are you playing that or no?
I put in 130 hours on Yakuza 7 when I first picked it up.
Holy shit.
It's a good ass game.
I know. He tells me I need to play the Yakuza game. I know.
You can start with 0 or you can start with 7. And
well, they're all on Xbox Game Pass, so it's not like I'd be paying for them. I just don't have time.
Exactly. That time is rough.
Yeah.
Especially having to play 7 games in the series.
Well, especially like the Yakuza games at that.
Yeah.
The main story quest, they're only like 20, 30 hours.
Yeah.
Which...
But that's 20, 30 hours I can play Breath of the Wild or play Spider-Man.
You've already played Breath of the Wild and Spider-Man.
I know, but I love those games.
Let me just say, 14 is manageable. Because I beat the base content in the first expansion in a month. And then I beat the next 2 expansions in the free 30 days you get when you purchase.
Okay.
That stuff. So if you got 2 months of time,
I don't.
Exactly.
Like I said, May is going to be Village, Deathloop, and Biomutant all in the same month.
If you have the luxury of playing games at work, it's manageable.
I don't.
Yeah.
We're about to ramp up, so I'm going to be.
See, I just have to worry about Village, which makes me very happy.
The treadmill is frustrating.
It is very frustrating.
The content is fun. It's just like, that was a fun fight. I'm cool with playing it 1 or 2 more times, but like, I just have to keep doing this until I get enough gear to get that stupid item level number up.
See, I can't play a game like that right now.
Yeah.
If I had no job and no games on the horizon that I cared about, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm planning ahead though, because the next patch, right now, like the current quests are item level 485. I'm assuming the next patch is going to bring it to 490. So I'm just, in the meantime, I'm going to try to get item gear 490. But onto the news.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's got people stroking. Pokemon 25th anniversary. They had a directy thing.
It was only 25 minutes?
Something like that.
Well, the intro was 25 minutes. The whole event was 5 minutes.
They had a lot of stuff. Did you guys watch the Post Malone thing?
No.
So,
I
was talking to... Yeah.
You're a Post Malone guy, though.
I was gonna...
I like Post Malone.
So, I had a little bit of a boomer moment with one of my coworkers not long ago. Do you all knew that Post Malone is the guy that sings Sunflower?
Yeah. In Spider-Man?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I just assume... So, I just know Post Malone as a internet person. I know he does music. I never listen to any of his songs.
Yeah, he came into my store when I worked at GameStop.
Gross.
The day after...
Oh, yeah, he smells like really good.
He smells really good. He was a nice dude.
I met him before.
Yeah, he came in the day after he headlined Lollapalooza, and he spent $4,000 in my store. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm happy with this. And then I got fired 2 days later.
Hey.
Down on the
Well,
boys.
it was either 2 days later or a 1 week later. Down on the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you like Post Malone and you like Pokemon, check out his digital concert.
The only thing I have to say about the Post Malone concert is Lingua Ignota made a tweet about that, and she said that it was worst timeline ever because apparently he covered Hootie and the Blowfish or something like that.
Yeah.
Good old Hootie.
So she was
South Carolina.
Post Malone covering Hootie and the Blowfish song for Pokemon 25th year anniversary. This is the worst timeline ever, and I like that tweet.
What's wrong with Hootie, man? Which song?
I
don't want to be with you.
If they have another song, I don't know anything about it.
Because, yeah, man, that's in line with who Post Malone is. Because he covers a lot of genres he originally wasn't it. Because he's a Texan guy. He grew up with, like, the country music and that sort of thing.
Even though Hootie and the Blowfish is from South Carolina.
Is it the best Carolina?
It's okay.
Are they...
Honestly, none of the Carolinas are the best Carolinas.
Is North First in Flight?
When are they gonna come up with East Carolina?
There is a East Carolina. It's a college though. It's not an actual state.
Are they good at
And
football?
if there were East Carolina, it'd be in the ocean.
Gotcha.
They're okay at football. They do like 6-7 wins a year.
I
I almost went there on a cross country
means
scholarship.
nothing to me. What does that mean? They're not at the level where they're playing FSU though.
No, not even
Different
close.
division.
Yeah, different division.
I wanna look at anime teas while you guys.
They are East Carolina Pirates.
Pirates.
But yeah, with the Pokemon 25, we got announcements for Pokemon Snap. If you care about that, I don't.
Yeah.
They had a whole trailer going with the details about it. You can put stickers and feed them apples and make them glow. That's my takeaway. I've always hated Pokemon Snap.
Same.
Always.
I love Pokemon Snap.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It kept the sounds of my parents fighting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's just really it. Like whenever
Now
my
it's
parents fought a lot, I was like, cool, I want to play Pokemon Puzzle League or Pokemon Snap. I'm just excited to start my OnlyFans Pokemon page finally.
Do your OnlyFans?
Yeah,
How many Pokemon paw or foot pics are you gonna post?
as many as I can.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll subscribe to that.
Sentry Scorch is there. He has at least 10 feet.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, but the thing I'm actually like looking forward to for Pokemon Snap is it's gonna be in the Switch. So hopefully we get some gyroscope controllers in there.
That
I
would
think
be
that would
nice.
be a lot of fun. The fact that they have
Clowns in your gyroscope aiming.
the fact that I have the fact that I have like a rival that seems kind of fun. I know they're gonna try to do something with the story. I just want to look at a Cyndaquil and take a picture of it and be like, you're cute, and think that's what camera noise is.
If the Switch had actually good sticks, it wouldn't need gyroscope aiming.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, the gyroscope, it's a fun gimmick that I like, and I just want to use it. And also, I want to make fun of people that use it outside. It's like, hey, look at this fucking dork. When I go into the bathroom, take a shit, and start doing it myself.
The next big news from Pokemon. It's the one we all saw coming.
Yeah, everyone knew this was happening.
Diamond and Pearl remake. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Coming late 2021. Developed by Ilka, which they're a support studio. Mostly known for, helping out with assets and developments with other projects. But yeah, it looks like a conservative Pokemon remake.
I mean, all the
compared to like Ruby and that sort of.
I think we're gonna be seeing the same. I think we're gonna be seeing the same things. What I want to say they're gonna do, because it's gonna implement things of. First of all, do you guys play Pokemon, or am I the only one that plays Pokemon?
I play Pokemon.
I played Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then took a huge gap, and then played Sun.
Gotcha.
So,
I've played the cards.
Silver, Gold, then Heart Silver, and whatever that came out. Played X and Y. Skip Sun and Moon, played Shield.
Gotcha. What I think is going to happen is that they're going to be implementing bits and pieces of Platinum into. I keep want to call it Shining Diamond. I know I'm wrong.
Kind of like they did with Ruby, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to add in a little bits and pieces of Platinum. We're probably going to see something with. I would like to see something with the World Tournament.
Yeah.
A little bit. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, they look fairly conservative.
Yeah.
Everybody's shitting the graphics, but like graphics haven't changed in like fucking 5 years. So I don't. Pokemon fans are like the most gluttonous. Pokemon fans are never gonna be happy.
No.
You can give them the world, and they're gonna be like, we want more. I am just.
They're just like Nintendo fans. Nintendo fans want more, and they're never happy.
I'm just like happy. It's like, cool Pokemon game. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna reread it when it's like, you know what? I had fun doing the thing.
Exactly.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first gen where they had Drifblim, so. Yes,
they have Drifblim in that one, and this is the Generation 4 was also when they had the split for physical and special. It's a good gen. It has one of my favorite starters. I like Infernape. I like monkeys.
My ongoing stance with all Pokemon games is no Drifblim, no buy. So this is a maybe buy.
I'll probably get one.
Number one.
But after that, they announced Pokemon Legends. What is it?
Arceus. Coming 2022.
And we talked about this on an episode or two ago, how we were hoping that they reinvent Pokemon, and it looks like it's going to be Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon.
I'm interested to see if they're gonna fix the frame rate on that. I don't think they're going to.
Hey, well, with the rumored Switch Pro coming out,
that could be a flagship title to be like, hey, plays better on the Switch Pro.
That would be wild if what Nintendo does is like they launch that, let's say March 2022, alongside Breath of the Wild 2, alongside a potential Switch Pro. That would be a cool lineup. It's a very Nintendo thing to do, but it's also a very Nintendo thing to do to release a Switch Pro for holiday with no games.
Yeah.
And then release them in March.
What I'm curious to see is so this one takes place in like ancient Japan. I'm curious to see what we're gonna be doing in it. If we're gonna be
apparently you're building a Pokédex. Like you're building the first
Pokédex
region. For like the Sinnoh region.
Okay, I'm gonna take issue on that. Did they set that or you just read that somewhere? Because that whole fucking thing has been a thing in the internet.
I think that's what the creator said. I think it's like you're in the Sinnoh region and you're helping build either a Pokédex or the first Pokédex.
Gotcha. Because a lot of big things that gets passed around the internet a lot is like, it would be cool if there was a video game where you play Professor Oak and you build the first Pokédex, and literally every single person I talk to about these games is like, you heard what's gonna happen? It's like, no, that hasn't been confirmed. Shut up.
Yeah. I'll double check. But I feel like they said that at the event, but I'll double check.
I'm curious to see if it's gonna be the Pokédex thing, or curious to see if because it has the name Legend, so this is not a main game.
Right.
Curious to see
also with the prequelness of it.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what other mechanics they're gonna be adding, because you got a Dutch roll, so does that mean you're gonna get you're gonna be Dark Soul in the game, or?
Yeah, because
I like to get fucked over by Charizard because I miss my iframes.
But like it would be cool to have like that prequel set where it is ancient Japan. They're still developing some of the technology. Because it's not going to be that ancient when you think about it. You have a Pokeball that can catch something. So I'm excited. I just thought it was cool how we talked about this like a week or two ago, and then
it came out.
And it's like, oh yeah, we're kind of reinventing Pokemon. So, and that's coming out.
Looks like ass.
Yeah, it's probably like a very early build.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be Breath of the Wild and Pokemon that comes out late, or I think they said early 2022.
It said early 2022, but I don't think
that means
early.
Middle of 2022.
Yeah, it'll get delayed to probably middle or holiday.
Smooth out the frame rate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's make it holiday. Because it looks interesting. It still maintains the turn-based combat. It's just when you're chucking a Pokeball, you're doing it real time, hiding in bushes. So a
lot of potential, but also a lot of.
At least it's a step. If they're gonna dip their feet in something, they're dipping their feet in a kiddie pool, but at least it's something.
And it's in the right direction.
Yes.
And it's also not because they could always backslide into traditional Pokemon because it's not the next generation of Pokemon. It's a weird prequel happening in, what is this, 5th gen?
4th gen.
4th gen? Okay, I don't know the gens. And the reason I noted about the Diamond and Pearl remakes being made by Ilka is that it seems like Game Freak has all hands on deck
for this one,
working on this open world Pokemon game. So they're farming out the remake to another studio. Which, did they work on Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, or did they farm that out as well?
I want to say they had their B team.
Okay.
I want to say they had their B team because I know a decent chunk of Game Freak, or at least so I know Game Freak was also working on Little Tank Hero.
Yeah, they have other teams. Yeah, they have other teams working on like little indie side scrollers and other stuff like that, which is cool.
Bring back Pulseman.
Pulseman, which one is that?
Pulse. No, wait, hold on. Maybe Game Freak had this really fun like Mega Man like platformer game. And I want to say
the Elf one, or is it older than Pokemon, or did it come out during?
I want to say it's around this Pokemon time. The main guy literally looks like Rotom. Like Rotom. It's a reference to that character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I want to say it's Pulseman. Well, whatever.
That's so cool that they have this mega franchise, but like the people on the team still have the ability to pursue other creative ideas rather than like an EA saying like, you're only working on Battlefield now.
Right.
Or we're firing you. We'll do both. We're EA.
Yeah.
We do what we want.
Yes. But that's it for Pokemon news. A lot of acorns wet on that one. But the next big news that, getting people wet. Aliens Fireteam.
It looks cool.
Which, it looks cool. Announced earlier today or yesterday?
I think it was
yesterday.
Yeah.
And IGN released like a 25-minute gameplay video. It was Ryan McCaffrey, I think that's his name, with like 2 of the game developers. And it looks like it could be a cool time. Yeah. Definitely one of those games you want to play with your friends.
I haven't checked anything about it just because as soon as so I heard the news like, cool, I want to check that out, and then I didn't, and that's where the story is.
So pretty much it's three either human players or it could be single player with 2 bots. Yeah. But the developer's like, yeah, we want you to play this with your friends because you guys can piggyback off each other. It looks, like I said, like Left 4 Dead. Not like, I don't want to say...
It's an isometric shooter where like somebody plays the alien?
No.
3 is such a weird number.
Yeah,
you might even say it's odd.
Yeah,
I think it's big. Well, I think it's because a lot of the Alien franchise is about claustrophobia and tight hallways and being overwhelmed. So I think 3 is a better number for environmental design for making those kind of hallways.
And there were some, like, I watched some of the gameplay, and there were times where they were going down these tight corridors, and then you just see the radar go off with the alien, and it's like, oh shit, and one pops out of the fucking vent or something. So it seems like they're kind of keeping that claustrophobia, but it's also objective based. So like you start out, you got to go turn on the power here, go get this data drive here. While fitting them off, I think they said there are like 5 or 6 different classes of alien.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So you got your like normal pawns like that you'll see a lot. Then you got like a bruiser, which is like a big beefy one, a spitter.
Do they have the dog alien? From like Alien 3. It's like, oh yeah, attacks the dogs, so it's like super tiny and super fast.
I think so. They didn't show off all the classes.
Gotcha, okay.
But it looks very fun, third person shootery. I'll probably check it out just because I love the Alien franchise. And nothing can be as bad as Alien Colonial Marines. Yeah, that was.
I think this will be one of those games that either A, I'm gonna watch people play because unfortunately I'm not really big into cooperative games, or B, it's gonna be a game where I'm gonna get carried while I'm playing it.
Yeah, it's how it is sometimes, man.
Yeah. But it looks cool. Like the aesthetic is cool, the music is cool, the sound effects, the sound editing was cool. Like the tones of the guns, the screeches of the alien, the sound effects. It seems like the sound editing is pretty spot on. So I'll check it out just because I'm a fan of Alien.
Speaking of screeches, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Screech.
That guy was a piece of shit.
No, he was a scumbag.
Okay.
Yeah, Aliens.
Let's say it by the bell.
Yeah.
Fireteam, developed by Cold Iron Studios, which is a subsidiary of Daybreak, which used to be Sony Online Entertainment. So we have veterans of guys making MMOs, so the co-op dynamic is probably going to be good. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's like...
Things could always go south.
It's like every...
It's 50-50 for the Aliens franchise.
Yeah, it's either really good, like...
it's either Isolation or Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
Or
but right now, from what
Fortnite now.
But from what
Aliens and then Resurrection.
Right. Yeah. From what I've seen, it looks like it's trending towards that Isolation where it's going to be good, but we'll see.
I'd be okay with a lukewarm Alien game.
Yeah, so would I.
Like, we just feel like, oh, you know what, it was good, but it wasn't bad either.
Yeah. It may be one of those games you pick up on a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Prometheus. Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was a great movie.
I enjoyed it.
Covenant wasn't as...
I enjoyed it not for Alien. I enjoyed it not as an Alien movie, but
exactly.
And that's what was great about it.
It's more a spiritual successor to Blade Runner before 2049 came out, like thematically.
That's another podcast.
That is another podcast. But Covenant was just not a good follow-up.
Oh, it's because he was trying to appease the fans and make an alien movie.
And then it's just like...
It was so forced.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen in Star Wars?
With what?
Oh, because no one liked The Last Jedi, then they forced...
Yeah,
I
Skywalker.
just assume that's just... Yeah. I assume every subsequent one movie after the first three is just like, oh, fans didn't like the last one, let me fix it.
Yeah.
From what I hear from people that like Star Wars.
Hopefully, well, supposedly Rian Johnson is still developing his
trilogy
movie, so I'm excited for that because...
Oh, he crafts a fresh story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a good story maker.
I mean, Luke wouldn't do that. Put that aside. He's a good filmmaker. Watch Brick, The Brothers Bloom, Looper, Knives Out.
Oh, Knives Out's great.
Did I miss something? I think that's his major works, right?
The ones that...
I love The Brothers Bloom.
Looper,
no one else saw that movie.
Looper is a fun time shift movie.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ones I can actually pay attention to without being like, I'm going to wiki this thing to see how accurate this is.
Knives Out.
Yeah, Looper fairly accurate when it comes to like the thing that the theory that they're using for the time jumps.
You ever watch Primer?
No.
Okay. So that's an interesting time travel movie. It's like a kind of a shorter thing, but directed by Shane Carruth. Supposedly he advised on some of the time travel-y stuff in Looper.
Gotcha.
Shane Carruth also has cool feature-length movies on his own, such as... Shit. I'm blanking. Upstream Color. I used to have it on Blu-ray, and then I recently sold it because I'm trying to get rid of physical media.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to give me those steelbooks?
Oh, hell no. Not the Star Wars stuff. I'm keeping the Star Wars stuff. Trying to. Everything that's left in that box is the stuff I'm not getting rid of. Just anime that's hard to come by, not on any streaming service. Hasn't been re-released due to whatever reasons. And Star Wars steel cases.
I know.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Half Price Books, that's what I look for.
Exactly. That was a great find when I found Rogue One Collector's Edition. Not the steel case, but it has the art that the steel case has. It's just not steel. But it comes with a bunch of extra discs of special features, which I have yet to watch. Next big news. This is just for me. So I think New Game Plus Expo happened today. I'm pretty sure it did. Smaller in Japanese studios just announcing stuff. That's where the new Guilty Gear footage came from. But Inti Creates announced Blaster Master Zero 3 coming out July 23rd. Have you played Master Blaster Zero?
No. That's why I'm on my phone.
I talked to you about it because...
I know. That's why I'm on my phone.
That was the first game I bought for my Switch and I played it at work.
Is that the one? Is that the one with the
side-scrolling tank, and then when you get out of it, it's like a top-down shooter guy?
Yeah. It was footage of it. It got sent to me. It's like, hey, do you like this game? It's like, no, but it looks interesting. So that seems to be a senpai game.
It was originally a Sunsoft NES game, and then a couple years ago they made Blaster Master. I always say Master Blaster because
I want to say Ass Blaster.
Ass Blaster Zero. Oh. They released that a couple of years ago, where it's kind of like a remake / reboot of the series, and then they released a sequel, which was good, and then 03. It's a fun game. If you're watching this podcast, the trailer's been running in the lower thirds. Check out Inti Creates on YouTube, and yeah, man, Blaster Master is one of the NES games that sticks in my memory of like, oh, that is a cool game. I wish they did more with this franchise, and apparently they did throughout the 90s, just never caught on, and then they Master Blaster Zero. Ooh, tickles my heart. It's a fun game. And also, if you like Game Center CX, there's a good episode on Blaster Master with that. Game Center CX is a Japanese show on video games that I ripped off for the title of this YouTube channel and one of the things that some of the content on here. Game Center CX. Cacho on!
Next set of news.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yes, there's some light Capcom stuff. Monster Hunter Rise 2022 PC version confirmed after it was originally leaked, so that's cool. I'm probably gonna play Monster Hunter Rise then. Have fun with your Switch graphics and your barely 30 FPS. Boy.
You know what? I'll have fun while I'm taking a dump and just being able to keep playing.
That's fair.
That's just really it. I know you can do it on the comfort of your PC.
Yeah.
And
I can also take a
diapers.
dump with my PC.
I mean, I wonder. That's
I'm
not
just.
work.
That's not. Really.
I just finally.
Just play it on a laptop while you dump, bro.
I finally am in the process of like buying my PC and getting all the pieces together and everything. So like,
I'll free case.
I'll take a free case.
All right,
cool.
You need a cigarillo case to keep one of the corners up because one of the feet fell off the case. But free case otherwise.
We'll see about that.
Okay. But yeah, and also. Ray tracing coming to Resident Evil Village on PC.
Oh well, never
so
mind.
far.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's weird because they have PC games. They're either depending on kind of what sort of marketing deal they have. They'll either have a partnership with Nvidia or AMD. So Capcom has a partnership with AMD. So when you boot up on PC, it's going to be like you're going to get the AMD logo.
I thought they had it with Nvidia. Because I know last year Monster Hunter Iceborne with the regular Monster Hunter World was on sale because the partnership with Nvidia for Steam PC.
On AMD now for Village.
Go there.
Partnership.
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So if you so far it's confirmed ray tracing going to be on AMD cards for Resident Evil Village, which is cool. Also works out for console gamers since AMD hardware is in the Xbox Series X and PS5. So that'll probably get ray tracing. A little unfortunate if they don't release it for NVIDIA hardware because so far NVIDIA hardware with just benchmarking smokes AMD's ray tracing tech. So yeah, hopefully they have that ray tracing come to NVIDIA. And hopefully, probably not going to happen, hopefully I have a 3080 by then. But, there's chip shortage.
Good luck. I see the price.
Dude, I told you, my buddy just walked into Micro Center on a
I
day
gotta
they
go
got a
on a
shipment.
Tuesday.
Dude,
Man.
just go on a Tuesday or Wednesday whenever they get their shipment.
Like, hey, you got any 30 series? Any. Just give it to me.
And just give me one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck, you only have the 3090, the $1,500 one in stock? Fuck you, I'll do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck you. So, yes, Capcom news. You guys want to talk VR?
No, I don't care
No,
about
no,
you.
really.
You don't care about VR? Well, we got last week Sony said they're working on next gen VR stuff, and then earlier this week they announced a ton of VR games coming to PlayStation.
And that's probably gonna be it until next year. And when they decide to release more games, and probably whenever they decide to be, we're gonna release a VR patch for Village or something like that.
You lived with someone who had VR. You didn't try it out? Yeah. You didn't love it? You didn't
It was okay.
Okay.
It was fun for Ace Combat. It was fun for Resident Evil.
Did you ever have a VR headset, or you just...
Yeah.
You don't use it, though?
They had me... The company gave me the PlayStation 1. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I played for a little bit.
Did Arsene play that?
Yes.
You got to. That's the only reason I want PSVR.
It's not what you think, and the fun thing...
of course not.
Okay, well, yeah, but the fun
I've been
thing...
on a ferry with a bunch of students and shit.
See, I'm already a fairy, just don't got the students. The
But
fun
we
thing
do call
about
you
the
senpai.
Resident, the whole fun when I was the whole thing about the Resident, the fun I was having with the Resident was just like I was meticulously looking through everything just to see if I could see something about any, because this was before Sekiro was published, and the only thing that we had to go off of Sekiro was that arm footage with the bone. I literally scoured throughout the whole thing to see if there was anything cool to be like, oh, this is about this new game that's coming out. They had some Mayan shit in the Resident for no reason. I was like, cool, the next thing is gonna be Mayan, no?
No, it's its own game, dude.
Fucking yiping.
Yeah, people forget From Software used to make other games.
Yeah.
Right?
And they still do, apparently.
God, I miss Armored Core.
Yeah. That was in the rumor mill years ago that they were working on one, but I guess it just got died on the vine.
A huge chunk of the team worked on Machina, Demon X Machina, and it feels like Armored Core when it comes to the sluggishness. Just everything else doesn't feel like Armored Core. Still a decent game if you like mechs.
That's been on my wish list forever, but I just never
Pick it up on a sale.
Exactly. That's what I
Pick
get.
it up on a sale.
Pick it up on
Pick
a
it up on a
sale.
sale.
Because also, like, it's on PC, so I could play it in
Is
ass frame rate. Yeah.
Gotcha, okay. It's still just
Yeah.
pirate that.
I hear it's grindy as fuck, and there's just
It's really weird because the way that they set it up, it's if they try to do the Monster Hunter thing where you use it right now for like materials and things like that, but the combat is not fast enough or entertaining enough that you want to do that. Yeah. And it's very multiplayer focused, but there's no really. It's weird. It feels good to play, but like everything else around it just does not make me want to keep playing it. Yeah. But robots.
How much do you love giant robots?
I like giant robots.
Chicks love the giant robots.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
That premiered today.
That came out today, March 4th.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
I'll probably start watching it after I finish WandaVision.
Yeah.
Because the wife is going out of town all next week, so...
Dude, nude party.
Yeah.
New dude party.
Hey, I told you we could record at my place next week.
Let me just say the one thing I don't like about the premise of...
A nude party?
No, there's nothing wrong with nude parties. No cons. But we especially want ex-cons because they're shredded. Pacific Rim the Black takes place in Australia, and that accent's annoying.
As somebody that had Australian neighbors for like 2 years, you learn some really interesting words. Like Barongo is a word I don't know if I'm supposed to say or not, but it's a thing they said.
Is it racist? Is that what they call the Aboriginals?
They're Australians. They're probably racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australians are super racist.
Australian.
Akadaka.
I saw a spider eat a dingo.
Ate a dingo.
Dangos. Ugh, Aussies. The worst accent, though, in the entire world, I gotta say. The Mid-Atlantic accent. Fucking Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh. Philadelphia, kind of Baltimore. Have you heard it?
I'm waiting for you to give an example.
I'm waiting.
Well, it's hard because it's subtle, and you only hear it with like specific vowels. They say water.
Oh, like instead of saying roof, they say a roof.
That's a
like,
dog. Dogs say that.
But it's more grating. It's just having to be on call for an extended amount of time with someone for work purposes. It was just that.
So it's someone you work with who makes you
no,
pay this accent.
No, but it's just like
whenever I hear like American, so
like
do
the
everybody in the
O's
podcast
are stretched out like oh.
Do everybody in the podcast that hasn't realized yet? I'm not from America. Whenever I hear Americans shit on other Americans how they speak, I'm just like, bro, you don't even know what I'm hearing from you guys. Like,
yeah, we probably sound stupid.
Well, sometimes, but everybody sounds stupid. I sound stupid as shit most of the time, but yeah, just hearing those different like accents coming in and out.
It's weird.
I still love a good Joycey accent though.
Oh, a Joycey?
A Joycey
accent?
I am in my Trishan headcanon. I'm not Trishan, by the way, but in my Trishan headcanon, the first human beings had Jersey accents.
Now, which Jersey are we talking? Because a lot of like the Jersey Shore accent is actually Long Island.
Are we talking like the Guido? The Guido
that's just
scumbag
I'm
Jerseys?
I'm talking Sopranos. I'm talking Sopranos.
Sopranos, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm talking Sopranos.
So Mafia Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, I in my whenever I get people,
Gabagoo.
Whenever I get gabagoo, go.
Hey, what's the gabagoo?
Eva, why you ate the gabagoo?
Ate the gabagoo.
Dude, you know what I found out? It's because I didn't watch The Sopranos.
I also didn't watch this. My dad loved The Sopranos.
I found out gabagoo is just capicola.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I love Capicola.
Yeah, who doesn't? But when you call it gabagoo, it sounds like a shitty soup that's made out of shit.
Yeah, I'll take the gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
Like,
Hey, gabagoo. What's the gabagoo?
One of my
It's
coworkers,
capicola. It's a classy meat.
One of my coworkers is recently like watching Sopranos for the first time. So as I find that out every so often, I go gabagoo, but I do it in a really mocking way. So like whenever like they do a really good sale, I'm just like gabagoo. They fucking made it.
Gabagoo.
Yeah, it's funny.
Hey, Tony, where's the gabagool?
Yeah, I didn't know that meant capicola.
Yeah.
I love capicola.
Yeah, where does it... How do you get...
How do you get capicola and gabagoo?
Gabagoo.
It's like when how people get Will and Bill. I was like, no, that's stupid.
Where does Bill come from?
Yeah,
That's so silly.
Who thought of that? That's
Bill.
stupid.
Yeah.
Or like John is Jack.
Is it really?
Yeah. You didn't know
Johnny
Jack
Jack.
is John?
No.
Or Richard is Dick.
Yeah, or Richard is Dick.
Well, probably because young Richard probably had his dick out all the time. So
I mean, maybe.
That's probably where it caught on, like, 100 years ago. Just look at that dick.
I didn't know John and Jack were
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I
Fucking
didn't know
weird,
that.
man. I don't get it either.
So does that mean we can start calling
Makes
Lone
no
Tree
sense.
Jack?
Jackie Tree.
Jackie Tree. One
Jackie
of
Robinson edition. Get MLB the show.
one of my favorite things ever is my older brother's name is Jonathan, so I like to call him Nathan sometimes.
Nathan.
Because he fucking... Well, first of all, he hates it. It's like Nathan's already in the name. And sometimes he goes by John or Johnny. So it's like, yeah, I'm your brother. I'm going to call you Nathan.
Nathan.
Yeah. Same thing. I have a coworker named Francisco. I call him Cisco. Because nobody called him Francisco ever.
That's when we would fuck with Evan and call him Kevin.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we're going way too sidetracked on this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what podcasts are,
Yeah,
baby.
that's true.
You just, it's talking.
You just freeball it. You just freeball it. And...
That's right.
Man, I just watched a wonderful podcast where one person who doesn't understand Bitcoin tried to explain what Bitcoin was for an hour. And it was great.
The way
It's a
that was
good time.
explained to me, it is a package with undetermined value. You just kind of got to figure out how to unlock.
Yeah, it's a ledger, baby. Let's not get
Yeah.
into
now we're really
a bunch
off
of
topic.
a bunch of idiots who don't know what Bitcoin is trying to explain Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna invest in it. Some sort of crypto. I gotta invest in some sort of crypto.
No, I don't do
Doge is cheap enough where I might get into it, but Bitcoin, baby.
What about Ethereum? Isn't that one of the...
That's
ones?
one of them too. Yeah.
I literally just made it up. I thought it was a Final Fantasy.
that.
When I get my new PC hardware, I might use my old hardware and mine for some Bitcoin, baby.
Gotcha.
Which is a weird term because all you're doing is running a server for the
Right,
for
exactly.
Bitcoin. I don't know why they call it mining.
Talking about...
Terrible for the environment, apparently.
Yeah.
Talking about computer things, once I get my computer up and running and everything, I'm going to download a bunch of software that we can start doing my weird ambient, droney music things I always wanted to do. I'm also going to start a wiki feed page for my younger brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because
Nice.
I don't know what... sometimes you get bored and
Yeah.
you should post a lot online and your brother should post a lot online. So, you know what? Fuck it. Wiki
Exactly.
feed.
Dude. Wiki feet. Mwah, baby. I want to kiss them feet.
Feet are gross.
Kiss them feet.
You can quote me on this one. I'd rather get pissed on than dealing with feet.
That's
We talked about this last
We did
night.
talk about this after
Yeah.
dinner.
No,
Yeah, that's insane.
I'd rather deal with feet than get pissed off.
I'd rather have both.
Have gone to noise shows, DIY shows. I already dealt with body fluids asses. I rather just get peed on than
No.
dealing with feet.
No.
You can quote me on that one. I don't fucking
Well, now it's going to be on the internet forever.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
If
My
you want
balls
some-
are already on the internet. I don't care.
If you want some music software, I may or may not have downloaded Fruity Loops.
I've heard Reaper's also really good. I'll take whatever.
Okay.
I just
Reaper's good.
want to do some daughter lingua not that shit, really.
Yeah, it's fun, even if you don't put something out there, it's fun to just like, all right, let's make a nice simple loop beat and then like jam on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, cool. But how about I turn this knob? Ooh.
You release it and it's all uncompressed and it's just like,
Oh,
it's
it's
just
fun.
one note. Anyways.
I love it. Is that it for this week?
That's it.
It's been a slow new...
Piss or feet?
for videos. What?
Feet.
Feet?
Yeah, I said
Okay.
feet.
Okay.
No piss.
Piss in the mouth or foot in the mouth?
Foot in the mouth.
Okay. What about it's going in your mouth?
Fucking piss. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Fuck
Nope.
it. Like,
No.
yeah.
You gotta drink it too.
Oh, then no. Then feet.
It's sterile, you know?
Anyway, what are you? Piss in the mouth, foot in the mouth?
Where's that foot been?
Doesn't matter. You have to drink piss.
Yeah.
Depending on...
Just like a normal person who's worn a shoe all day.
Like,
and-
not us. Somebody you're attracted to and it's like, hey, can I put my
Yeah, a
foot
hot
in your mouth?
woman. A hot woman or man, whatever you're into.
If the foot's clean foot. Not like necessarily clean, if it's just like regular wear and
So
tear.
not like a homeless guy's foot.
No, not if you're fucking...
When we're talking about this scenario, we're talking about a scenario where it's like every single party knows what they're into, they know what
if
they're
it's
doing.
someone who just wears flip-flops all day, I'll take the piss over that kind of foot.
So
I don't want that dirty-ass black foot in my mouth.
A homeless man's foot or homeless man's piss?
Homeless man's piss.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
actually...
homeless man's piss.
Yes.
Piss is sterile. He might have some sort of foot rot or some shit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll take piss
Dude,
then.
Yeah, piss.
So let us know in the comments what you would
Piss
take.
or foot.
Piss or
Piss or foot.
foot in the mouth. We are the Nerdington Post. I'm Will.
Walter.
Senpai, or now probably Piss King now.
Piss King.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
That's a good one.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.